It's that time again. What's up, everybody? This is Dads Lads Kebabs. Hope you enjoy the show. Deuces.
Boom, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome to this episode of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. This week's episode is, word of the week is, don't get a car because they're fucking money pits.
I can fucking tell you about that this week. Fucking hell.
I know, and I know what you're going to say, and I think yours is probably worse than mine. But mine's just happened literally within the last hour. And
Ooh.
if you want the dramatic story without the truth, this dramatic story is I was travelling at speed, hit a pothole, popped the tyre, and then I was thrown into the boot of a Range Rover, and somehow I arrived home.
Cut!
but that's not the story. Oh God!
Oh dear.
Put it this way: I was not the driver. Let's just say some people are bad drivers.
Somebody else was driving your car.
And do you know what? A minute before this happened, I said, "Be careful on this road. There's lots of potholes. Country road in the dark." I said, "Be careful on this road. I know there's lots of potholes." First pothole goes in, absolutely fine. Second pothole, let's call it not pothole. Let's call it a crater, a crevasse. All right, car goes boom. All right.
Oh.
Just saying. She'd already been through one pothole. She went in a second, and then boom. And then warning comes on the car. 1.9, 1.8, 1.6, 1.5, 1.4, and then all the way down to 0.1.
That's posh.
So my car is a mile away in a car park, and fuck all I can do. And I can't get it recovered because I'm a mile away from home. But,
Can't change. Ah, you got a new car. They don't have spare tyres anymore, do they?
nope. No spare tyres, no run flats.
Bit of foam.
Foam filler. And I'm like, my brother he's a mechanic, right? And his words are, never ever put foam filler in your tyre because it is a shit show to try and sort it out, and it'll take twice as long of just changing a tyre because you've got to clean it, you've got to get all the foam off, right? It gets all over the rim. He said it's a shit show to mess around with foam.
So what happens now then? Have you spoke to your brother?
No, he's not a mobile mechanic. He works at a proper garage. So
No, I know that. He's done my cars before.
So the plan is I am 0.2 miles away from a garage that can fix it. So, and luckily enough, fortunate enough, we've got a second car that can get us to that car, pump the tyre up as much as possible, drive it 0.2 of a mile to said garage and change the tyre. But obviously I can't do any of that until tomorrow. My car app has messaged me saying, "We think you've left your car behind." It knows that I'm at home with the keys. And it's also telling me, what does it say? Tire deflation warning. So, no thanks. So anyway, long story short, we sourced the lift home from the in-laws, but obviously not enough seats. So your laddo over here got tossed in the back of a Range Rover boot, led down like one of the Essex boys. Anyway,
Fucking hell.
absolutely fine. I moaned for about a whole minute and was like, "Fuck's sake! I said there was potholes," but no one was hurt. It's all good. It's just a tyre, but you still got to pay for it. Who wants to pay for it mid-month? I don't want to pay for a new tyre mid-month. But
Yeah.
you've got your own shit story to tell us, and yours is shit because yours is just done by cretins of the earth.
It is. Yeah. So I was at work. Technically, we were digging a grave at the time when a lovely gentleman, I presume it's a man, decided to go up to my car and smash my passenger window, rifle through my glove box and side pockets. Now, the timing of this would have to be around 10:30 in the morning until about 1:45, because those are the times when we weren't around near where the car was parked. Now, my car is parked at the entrance of the cemetery,
Cemetery,
about 20 foot from the main road, and it's a very busy road as well. So the fact that somebody decided to just walk into the cemetery and just think, oh, I'm a dirty scumbag that has no life and no job, and I'm probably on crack.
More than likely.
Let's smash the window. And do you know what's funny? I didn't notice this until 4 o'clock when I left. And at first I thought, oh my God. Because I normally put my bag in the passenger side before I get in the driver's seat. And at first I thought, oh, maybe something fell on the window and smashed it. And then I looked inside, and obviously the glove box was open, there was stuff all out, and on my driver's seat. But the thing is, they left my TomTom in there. That was in the glove box.
No one needs a TomTom anymore.
Doesn't matter. They wouldn't have had time to see what make it was, surely. My Ralph Lauren polo sunglasses were on my seat as well. They were still there. The only thing they took were a pair of gloves, like waterproof gloves, that I actually quite liked. They're about £10-15. And I'd worn them that morning because it was cold going to work. And it's
wankers.
Just
Absolute wankers. Not only that, do you know what the worst thing is about that? It's the fact that they don't know you work there. They don't know you're a worker. But what if it was somebody going to visit a graveside? You know?
Yeah.
That is the lowest of the low. I imagine you were seething.
Well, it was obviously 4 o'clock, and I thought, well, no one can come out and fit my tyre. That's your job. Fit my window now, can they? So I'm thinking, fuck's sake. So I smashed the rest of the glass out because I thought I need to drive. So I got my squeegee thing for the window, and I was pulling it towards me outside. So I was knocking all the glass out. So that went on the mud. And I thought I need this like as bare as possible. So then I drove home, and it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
No window. And obviously hoovered it all out. Phoned, I think auto glazing I phoned, to be fair, because I looked online for the quickest like same day fitting, and it said that they're open 24/7. I thought, well, that maybe they fit in the dark, but no. So they said, oh, they could come out the next day, so that would have been Tuesday. And I thought, all right then. So I got all that sorted, told them I'll be at work in Wellingborough. So they said, oh, it's very busy in Wellingborough, we struggled to fit people in, but she did manage to find me a spot. I thought, okay, that's brilliant. Then I phoned the old bill, reported it to them, and yeah, from what I've seen on Facebook over the last week, there has been around 30 windows smashed in Wellingborough overnight, daytime, of people, or one person, because they've actually arrested a couple of people for this. They caught them in the act, apparently. So yeah, 30 in a week. How? Every night every morning you go on Facebook, like the Wellingborough info page, etc., or whatever it is, and you got like Ring doorbell pictures. You've got photos of car windows smashed. Wellingborough is so bad at the moment. So anyone who lives in Wellingborough, and we do have quite a lot of listeners from Wellingborough, get a camera on your car at least. You know, it's not going to stop them smashing it because the scumbags don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. They'll do it
but
anyway.
the police did ask me was there CCTV at the building? I said no. So at least if there was CCTV at work, I would be able to see if it was someone I knew, someone I recognised, if they came in again, you know. So we're thinking they were possibly disturbed because it was obviously at the entrance, people coming in and out, and maybe that's all they managed to get was gloves. Were they taking the gloves so that they could have some fingerprint protection for the next one they break?
Next job, yeah. That's what I
said.
Yeah,
possibly.
They took the gloves for the next job.
Because, you know, the sunglasses and that, they didn't look anywhere else in the car. So, yeah, it's just a bit strange why they took gloves.
Why? I mean, do you know what? My car is full of shit. It's full of hiking boots, clothes, beanies, dirty jumper or a hoodie that's been in there for about 2 years. Like a glove box full of sunglasses, broken sunglasses, plasters, paracetamol, all just shit.
Yeah.
Literally just full of shit. Shit that I haven't brought in the house. Shit that I clear out once a year when I have to clear it fully out. There's no money in my car. There might be about 68 pence in my car. Like, why? Yeah. Just like, I would much rather somebody come up to me and go, listen, I'm going to smash your car window because I want to look in your glove box, or do you want to just let me in? But mate, take the keys, go and have a look, see if there's anything in there that's useful to you.
I'd happily give them my £10 gloves. It saved me £150.
Do you know what I mean? I'd much rather say, you crack on, old man. Go on, mate. You crack on. Go through the car. Why though? Smashing your window as well. That's what pisses me off. Is they've got no thought of the after. That they don't own cars. They do not own cars.
No, they definitely don't.
Because they. Do you know what I mean? Like some stuff you just know. It's like it's too far. It's too far. Do you know like the kind of people used to go around like years ago, like knocking wind mirrors off or popping car tires? Like it's not. Do you know what it is? Like for me, pops a tire, right? It's the inconvenience of going right. I've got work tomorrow, school and there, school and back. Somehow in that day, I've got to manage to get the school run done, get the tire fixed, pick up from school, pick the car up, pay for it. It's like that pisses me off. So you driving home in the freezing cold, thinking, right, so now my car's left open technically overnight. What did you do?
That's what I'm saying. I had to get some black bags for the Monday night and try and tape. I couldn't find fucking gaffer tape anywhere. Tesco didn't have any. I bought paper parcel tape from B&M, which would sticky in the shop, but when you pull it on a bag, it don't do fuck all. So in the end, I used sellotape, and I had about 7 of them little black bags, hooked them in the door and shut the door very slowly, and then just taped it to the bonnet, like the door. And I thought, well, if someone breaks in, they're not going to damage anything, The
gloves are gone.
Exactly. But it's just the thought of leaving your car overnight. And it's not like I'm on a drive either. I'm in a council estate. But touch wood, the street is quite peaceful.
I'm a bit like that now. Like my car's a mile. My car's a mile away. It's in a very public. It's in the market. You know the Market Square car park in It's in that car. Yeah. It's in that car park. So it's full of cars. It's literally I struggled to get space. I had to wait for a space to get in with my pop tire car. Anyway, it's in there. My app's telling me it's locked and fucking I've left it behind. So whatever. But,
so you haven't got? Have you got like breakdown protection? Oh yeah. Because when my popped on the dual carriageway, I couldn't get my locking wheel nuts off. So that's why I called my people and they come out and changed it for me. I had a spare because my car comes with a spare. So that's fine. Because you said obviously you're away from home, but I was further away from my house. But they didn't need to tow me. So yeah, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, my locking wheel nuts in the car, but.
Is there a way of getting another tyre? Is there space? Because a lot of boots have you pull the flap up the carpet, and there's the hole, isn't there, for the tyre?
Yeah, the hole's there. Yeah, the hole's there. And
But I suppose you'd have to buy a new set of 5 alloys instead of trying to match one. But then again, if it's a spare, does it matter?
I think, to be honest, it's pretty generic. I'm pretty sure I could buy a whole tyre and a rim, to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. Is it worth doing that with the state of the roads?
Yeah, maybe it is. But what annoys me is the fact that potholes, like, because someone's saying, "Oh, I don't use pothole, you can claim it back," and I'm like, listen, have you tried doing that?
3 years.
Like, have you tried getting 60 quid out of the council for a tyre? Like, it just annoys me. It just annoys me as well, because I've just had those tyres not long done. So now I'm like, oh, just potholes piss me off.
It must have been a pretty sharp hole then.
It was like, from what it felt like, it was like, normal pothole is like, boom. This was like, boom. Like proper bang down. So it was quite deep, clearly quite sharp. And there's no tears on the outer wall, so I reckon it's the inside wall that got caught. But I could
a sharp
hear it.
bit, yeah.
I could hear it. And I'm not going to try and drive home on a flat and then risk damaging the rim. Because you damage the rim, then it's 500 quid rather than whatever it is.
Yeah.
But,
fuck's sake.
Cars. Piss me off.
To be fair, it's the inconvenience. Like you say, it's more of an issue. Obviously, the money side as well is a fucking cunt. But it's like you say, it's for you. You're leaving your car in a public car park, not near your house. I'm leaving my car exposed at night time with a fucking bag and covering the window. You know. So now I was eating rice cakes.
I'm hungry. I'm eating.
Because he's hungry.
I am starving. But apart from car trouble, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm cold.
I'm cold. It's pretty chilly.
It's been cold for the last week and a half, and it's just been grey, no sunshine. 2 to 3 degrees, rain on occasion, and just cloudy. And it's been awful outside in the daytime, absolutely awful. And I went.
Bitter, isn't it, as well?
It's that wind. Like you're standing there waiting for a funeral, and your fingers and feet are numb. It's that cold, and it's like wow. And it's been 10 days since I've been in the ice bath, as well, because every time I'm going in it, something's popped up, or I'm going somewhere, or I've been busy, and it's throwing me out of my routine, and my brain is fucked, and it's stressing me out and causing me issues because I have things planned on certain days, certain times, and when it doesn't happen, it really frustrates me. But today I got in it, and I filmed it all, and it's on this YouTube channel. So I didn't put it on Instagram or TikTok on my own account. I filmed everything. It's all uncut. We'll have a nice chat about ice baths, etc. Where's Niall's video? Things like that, you know. Fucking nowhere. That's where it is. No one even got an ice bath. He's fucking lying to us all. He don't even send me a picture of it with fucking no water in, let alone him in it.
That's because there isn't no water. That's because there's no water in it. It's still in the box in the living room.
He's a fanny. No offence to fannies, but Niall's a fanny.
To be honest, with the way I'm feeling right now, I could get in it.
It will fucking distress you, mate. That's what it is.
But you are right. This week has been bitterly cold.
Yeah.
The kind of cold where, you know, those half-ripped footballs, taking one of them to the face on a wet day. You know the footballs where the leather's like
tearing off. Yeah, and it's all frayed. It's patchy.
I mean, I think whoever's taken one of those footballs to the face on a wet, cold day knows how shit life is at that point.
Mm. Or the thigh. The exposed thigh. When it slaps. Yeah, it's not the best. It's not fucking good.
I've had one like right there.
I don't think I've ever been hit in the face. But yeah.
honestly, it's just been a weird week. So I went to the barber's this week.
Yeah, I see, I had a trim.
Don't talk to me about it. My usual barber, walk in, he's busy. I said to him, I'm happy to wait. I'll wait for you. And he said, oh, we don't do waiting on Saturdays because it's busy. I said, fine, understandable. I thought, fuck it, I'll leave the haircut. And he went, he said, go with him, he's good. Right, okay.
Is he Turkish? Turkish barber? Albanian?
Maybe.
Italian? Mamma mia.
It don't matter.
No, just asking. Getting the general picture of the sort of boutique you're in.
It's Turkish because they do all the towel and all that
The
sort
hot
of stuff.
towels and that, yeah.
Anyway, so he's cutting my hair. And normally, on the sides, I have it like here. Like really, I have it like here really short. Not up, not up here. I have it here. So, and then the rest of it's really short. So I have some hair here, so it's blended up. I'm not 18 anymore. I can't go for the punk haircuts anymore. Anyway, so I said, "Oh, you're not going to go higher, are you?" No. Mate, I didn't want it that high. What? No. He said, "No, this is the skin fade." I said, "No, it's not." I said, "No." I said, "My skin fade starts down here, right? You've gone all the way up. I never wanted it all the way up, gone." And he's gone, "Too late now." And I was like, I said, "That's not what I asked for." I said, "Fine, whatever, just finish the haircut." Alright? And then maybe I was a bit rude because he fucked up my haircut that I didn't want. And I'm really precious about my fucking who cuts my hair. And then because I had my beard done as well. And he started the beard trim. And then he started the beard trim, finished the electric part of it, but not the cutthroat bit and the all this bit. Anyway, he fucked off and he said, "Oh, I'm done now." He'll do the cutthroat, right? He'll do like the towel and the cutthroat and the face wash and all that sort of stuff. And they put this steamer thing on you. I said, "I don't want it. I don't want any of that." I said, "You're giving me half a haircut here."
Money. Yeah.
I said, "You're giving me half a haircut." I said, "What's he doing?" So anyway, the young lad comes over to like basically cutthroat it all, like blend it all and whatever. Anyway, right, starts the cutthroat. The fucking kid cut me 3 times on my neck. I was bleeding on 3 slices on my neck.
Wow.
Oh, I was like, and then he started to try and put some like liquid, like aftershave liquid on it.
Balm.
And I was like, leave it. And then he was like, and then he was like, we're gonna do like the cleansing bit now. I said, no, I'm done. I said, leave it. I pulled the fucking thing off. I said, I'm done. But yeah, I had 3 slices here. I had blood dripping all down my neck. I looked at my guy. I looked at the guy that normally cuts my hair. I said, "Look at that," and he just was like, didn't know what to say. I said, "I'm done. I ain't coming back."
Yeah. Now, tip for you, bitch.
I tipped him £2 because I was.
Why? You pussy hole.
It was 28 quid. I ain't waiting for £2 change.
No, you make him go and get that individually.
I said, "No." I said, "Fuck that." So now I got five. And I was like, I was getting comfortable with this barber because it's close. And I was like, rule number 1, like, I had a barber, but he was the other side of town, and I'm not over that side of town as much as I used to be. So now, rule number 1, don't cheat on your original barber that fucking cuts your hair good. I was so pissed off, livid, because we were going out as well. It's not like I could just come home, have a shower, and then just be like, get used to it. Like, I had 3 gashes on my neck, right? A shit done beard because I was just like, fucking leave it. I was annoyed.
Wow.
I went in, and I know, get it, right? Go to barbers on a Saturday, it's busy, whatever. But I was pissed off. And I was just like, really annoyed me because all day I had like big 3 red lines like all the way down my fucking neck. I was like, you're supposed to be like trained to cut throat.
Yeah, yeah, not The Apprentice.
I was like, fuck you. But I was livid. So much I had an argument in the car of what I would have said.
With yourself.
Bollocks to say what I wanted to say. Because I was just so annoyed. Like, you don't have that issue. You're like, you just do yourself. Although, I hear your razor malfunction this week. Well, you ran out of charge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been nearly 2 weeks since I'd shaved my head. And I normally use the little metal one just to get the surface off. And then I use the eight fucking blade thing that you hold in your hand and you just, circular motion all over. And I thought, fuck it, I'll just use this one. And yeah, I got half my head done. And then the battery died, and I thought, I didn't look at the battery. So luckily, I wasn't going anywhere for a couple of hours. So I just put it on charge and then just fucking shaved it. But imagine that.
God, mate, it weren't as bad as some of. Do you remember? Obviously, we were filming back then, but I would remember when I was cutting my own hair in lockdown. Oh my
Yeah.
God. And I was cutting my own hair with a beard trimmer. So I remember I was literally, because it was pretty much how it is now, I guess, without the fadey bit. Obviously, this has got a nice high fade, which I didn't ask for, but anyway. But I was basically getting a beard trimmer, doing this, and just basically, I was getting to a point and going zzz, 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 all the way around. Then get the missus to do the back bit, and I'll say, listen,
Yeah.
I'll say to her, follow the line that I've created.
So it joins in the middle.
So it joins in the middle. And I said, you don't even have to separate, just basically follow the line like that. Right, just do that. Lockdown haircuts, brilliant. And then literally I remember looking at it one time and my hair was just basically like that.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. Yeah.
And I was just like, do you know what, you're at home for 3 months, mate. It just doesn't matter what your hair looks like. I mean, I remember some of the videos, I remember my hair was long.
I've also remember some of your fucking bowl haircuts as well, that you I cut too much off. Shouldn't have done that. And you didn't have a beard, and you were young. That's like 4 years ago.
God.
Yeah, 2021.
2021, yeah. 2021.
Imagine that.
No beard.
Still talking shit.
Still here talking shit, mate. This podcast is still running. We're just a bit older and a bit fatter, and our cholesterol's probably.
Hey, I'm still losing weight, man. I'm in the 80s now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Skinny Mickey.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm definitely losing because look, I mean, this jumper was tight, and now look at it. It's like my neck's hanging out of it. So I'm definitely doing something right. But then, my snacks are. I have 3 of these a day.
They're not keto friendly.
No, they're not. They're not keto friendly. I've been having the viral tuna, the Matthew McConaughey tuna salad, where you put bits of put everything in it. So you do a tuna, you do a tuna, bit of tuna mayo, some red onion, put some peas in there if you want to. Like frozen mixed veg once you've cooked it. Put some bacon in there, just a little bit, and then you just mix it all together. Whack it in the fridge overnight, obviously, because you want overnight tuna. You don't want tuna. You can have it fresh if you want, and then just basically having tuna salads. And it's been nice. I've had some really good food. I had a curry. The curry, but it was wasn't curry because it was just meat. It was like marinated meat with the smallest amount of sauce, so that was nice. I've been eating really well, but feeling really positive. And I tell you one thing I've noticed: I am not tired during the day.
No,
not at all. I used to want naps all the time. I used to Saturday afternoon I'd be wanting to fall asleep. That daytime fatigue has gone. It's good. I've been and my mood has been. It's been good. I just, but this is for me. It's a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix.
No. Definitely not. It shouldn't be, because then you're just going to fail.
Yeah, or I'll lose all. I'll reach the goal that I want to reach, and then I'll put it all back on. I don't want to do that. I want to learn to live without like relying on
without restrictions.
Yeah. Well,
And
no,
I can't eat that. Can't do this. Can't go there.
I'm not eating late, so I don't like. It's gonna be too late for dinner tonight. Yes, it is way too late for dinner. So I won't eat now till tomorrow. I won't eat tomorrow until 1 o'clock, and that'll be it. I'll be fine. My coffee will get me through in the morning.
How many?
2 a day at the moment. It's gone 2. Well, how many coffees do you have a day?
About 6, 7.
Fuck you. You can't drink. I can't drink coffee like that anymore. I used to do that all the time. We used to do that all the time. We used to have coffee every
10 minutes.
All the time. Yeah, literally. Your coffee finished. Do you want another one? Yeah, go on in.
Exactly.
No, I can't drink coffee like that anymore. I have to space it out.
Nothing's changed.
Do you know what I'm trying to do? Rather than keep the physical appearance how I want it to be, I want inside to be clean as well. So I'm trying to eat cleaner.
Yeah.
And do you know what? The more I realise that, do you get massive? Like I think I used to suffer from brain fog, or just my mind would be here, there, and everywhere, and now it's clearer.
The fog has lifted.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel good. There you go. I'll just keep it that. I feel good.
Exactly. Whatever effect that's having on you is obviously a positive one. So why change anything at the moment? You know, just stick with it. Seems to be working. It could just be a placebo. It is actually having a positive effect on your body and your mindset. So why not? It's not a problem with that.
No, it's all good. So what else is new in the world of Mickey? Anything going on?
Not really. We spoke about Zip World, didn't we?
We spoke about Zip World, yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. My other son's coming home.
Yes, you remember you saying about that?
Yeah. So that's 2 days ago. If you're listening to this.
Yeah.
On Monday. So yeah, it's life is good. Sometimes you have these little dark moments where you just think, I don't know, nothing seems to be going right, but it is, and they seem to be cropping back again. I don't know how to describe it or how to
just return. It's just, I think a lot of
get
it's down
rid of it, to be fair.
I think a lot of it's down to just the time of year. It's a difficult time of year where you're trying to remain positive and carry on doing all the good that you've been trying to do, but yet at the same time, you know, there's like you said, little things like your fucking car window being smashed, or you know, you've not done your ice bath every day like you wanted to do, or you've just little things that literally you're going forward and it's like someone just pulling you back.
Yeah, I hate it.
I feel like that. I tell you, I've seen a video the other day. I'm gonna have to send you the link to this video. But did you see there was a video on? Did you see a video on Facebook of the guy that hijacked the plane? The kid, the bloke.
No.
Oh man, that's deep. That is deep. So.
The plane, and in the end he died because he crashed. Oh yeah, I saw that about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, and they're listening to him saying, "Oh, I know I'm going out, but I'm going to go out. I'm going out happy, you know, safe.
He was
I love you to my family."
Big breakdown, yeah. And he was just like,
yeah.
And you know, all the comments were like, a lot of guys have been in that position. A lot of guys have been in that. Fuck it to the world. Not, you know, steal a plane or anything like that. I ain't got those intentions. I wouldn't even know where to start. But you could just tell the sound of his voice, he was like broke. Full on broken.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find it. Oh yeah. All right.
Disappoint them to hear that I did this. I would like to apologize to each and every one of them. Just a broken guy. Got a few screws loose, I guess. Never really knew it until now. But yeah, I wouldn't know how to land it. I wasn't really planning on landing it.
I don't know how to fly one of those aircraft, but we'll see what we can do and get you in contact with somebody.
Alrighty, yeah, I just kind of want to do a couple maneuvers, see what it can do. Sorry, my mic came off. I threw up a little bit. You know, shoot, man, I'm sorry about this. I hope this doesn't ruin your day.
Just flying the plane around, you seem comfortable with that?
Oh, hell yeah, it's a blast, man. I played video games before, so I know what I'm doing a little bit.
Okay, and you can see all the terrain around you. You've got no issue with visibility or anything?
Nah, everything's peachy clean. Just did a little circle around Rainier. It's beautiful. I think I got some gas to go check out the Olympics. And yeah, get me to the jets.
No, I'm not taking it to any jets. I'm actually keeping you away from aircraft that are trying to land at SeaTac.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't want to screw with that. I'm glad you're not, screwing up everyone else's day. On account of me. This is probably, like jail time for life, huh? I mean, I would hope it is for a guy like me.
Well, Rich, we're not going to worry or think about that, but could you start a left-hand turn, please?
Damn it, Andrew! People's lives are at stake here.
Now, Rich, don't say stuff like that.
No, I just told you I don't want to hurt no one. I just want you to whisper sweet nothings into my ear. No, you can do that with these things. So if you were to do it, how would you do it?
Well, I'd try to figure out how to use the autopilot first.
Hey, you think if I land this successfully, Labs will give me a job as a pilot?
I think they would give you a job doing anything if you could pull this off.
Yeah, right.
If you wanted to land, probably the best bet is that runway just ahead and to your left. Again, that's the McCord Field. If you wanted to try, that might be the best way to set up and see if you can land there. Or just like the pilot suggests, another option would be over Puget Sound into the water.
Dang, did you talk to McCord yet? Because I don't think I'd be happy with you telling me I could land like that, because I could mess some stuff up.
Well, Rich, I already talked to him, and just like me, what we want to see is you not get hurt or anybody else get hurt. So like I said, if you want to try to land, that's probably the best place to go.
Hey, is that pilot on? I want to know what this weather's going to be like in the Olympics.
If you can see the Olympics, the weather's good. I can see the Olympics through my window, and it looks pretty good over there.
Hey, I want the coordinates of that orca with the mama orca with the baby. I want to go see that guy. Man, and, the night went by so fast. I was thinking, like, I'm going to have this moment of serenity, be able to take in all the sights. There's a lot of pretty stuff, but I think that they're prettier in a different context. I'm going to land it, like, in a safe kind of manner. I think I'm going to try to do a barrel roll, and if that goes good, now I'm just going to nose down and call the night. I got a lot of people that care about me.
So yeah, he didn't make it. Unfortunately, he
Crashed into a small island, didn't
he went out on his own terms with his own demons and his own thoughts.
he? He was quite. You could. I don't know. Like,
He was quite. I think he was positive at the end. For the bloke he was talking to, he was trying to help him, just so that he wouldn't feel bad and have. Obviously, he probably did feel bad, but have the awful memories of, oh my God, he's just crashed a plane, and he committed suicide, and So I think he did that man a favour as well. He had a nice chat with him, told him what he was seeing, what his intentions were, little joke as he went along.
I know, this is like, he was so. I when I watched it for the first time last week, I watched it a couple of times since. But you just, I don't know, you resonate that. I don't know, you just think he's probably kept it all in for so long, and he just thought, this is how I'm going to do it.
It's because he's a man, and that's what we do.
But
unfortunately.
He was just so. He's just like, I'm just going to go see this. I want to see a few things before I go. You know? And he did it his way, I guess.
Where did he... Was it his own plane?
No, it was an Alaska Airlines plane.
Oh. He did well to fly it, though. Just from a video game.
This is what I mean. It was a bit like... And he was basically just apologising all the way through. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't want to fucking his day off. I just, you know... I mean, he even said, I hope it is jail time for a guy like me, as if to say, I am, you know, I'm so right. He knew straight away. He wasn't trying to deny it. It wasn't being like,
No.
Not that he could deny it. He's in the plane, you know. But,
yeah.
I mean, he wasn't trying to, like, get himself out of it. He was basically going, yeah, I did it. You know, I ain't got no intentions of coming back from this. That's
deep.
That's belt and braces deep, in it. That's fucking going. That's going in. Oh, I just remember watching it thinking, fucking hell, that guy, man.
In a way, it sort of gives you goosebumps, even though it's not. When I first watched it, I thought he had kidnapped, like, took over the plane, and there was passengers on it, and I thought, oh my god, and he was just being really friendly.
I know. And all the time he was going, I don't want to hurt anybody, I don't want to get any ease, I don't want to mess up anyone's day, I don't want to get anyone into trouble. And then when he says about, do you think they'll give me a job? And he was like, they'll give you a job doing it. He's like, yeah, right. Like, he knew straight off the bat. He was like, there's no coming back from this. And I don't know. That is literally going out with a bang, in it.
It is.
Like,
what was his name?
I don't know. Everyone put in the comments something about, like, his name, I think.
The end of that video, to be fair, I'll just skip to the end. Where it says R.I.P. Bebo, but I don't know, is that his nickname? Yeah, Richard Bebo Russell, 1989 to 2018. Oh, that's quite a while ago then.
I didn't see it at the time. I guess that footage wasn't put out there.
Really available. Maybe the family couldn't deal with it at that time, which is understandable. Fucking hell, he's like 29. He was. You know.
Oh, he clearly knew aircrafts, because by the looks of it, he's had lessons in.
Yeah, it looks like he's in like a little farmer's plane or whatever. But oh, right there. Airport workers stole plane after a normal day at work. That's what another video says at the beginning. So maybe he worked at the airline. Obviously, if you like airplanes, that's probably the perfect place to work, I suppose. And he just saw it empty after a run, maybe, and knew there wasn't a lot of fuel left. I don't know. And just took it. But
deep though, right, man? It's deep.
That is, in a way, you sort of feel proud for him. You're proud of him, you know. He faced, obviously, he's destroyed property, which he shouldn't have done, shouldn't have took the plane. But on the grand scheme of things, if you look at it from a distance, it's like he's gone out how he wanted. He obviously had issues, couldn't deal with life, and he wanted to go out. I mean, what better way to go out than flying, you know?
Blaze of glory shit, isn't it, now?
Exactly. I mean, he's a real Top Gun, isn't he? So,
fucking guy.
But yeah,
yeah, it was a touching video that I've seen this week, so that was definitely I'll mention that one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, poor guy, man. Well, I don't know, poor guy. I guess he seemed quite happy.
Yeah, poor guy for him to get to that stage in the first place.
Yeah, when probably no one even knew. That's the thing, right? No one even knew.
I mean, he's 29. He could have had possibly girlfriend, marriage, kids. I don't know. I've not really looked into it. You just see a video on TikTok and think, oh, that's not very sad. You know, that's upsetting and that's a shame. And then you go on to the next one like you do on TikTok because TikTok's like that. But
We
it's
do. I mean, you follow on to the next thing. I have thought, like, again, you just fall down that little 5-minute rabbit hole of getting into something, and it's like, I fell down one last night, and it was basically like, it was just like a silhouette of a character, like a silhouette of a dark silhouette, and the caption was, put something in the comments that happened that nobody believes you about. And it was like, I was like, oh god, that's a weird one. Like, that's a weird one. Like, and people were like putting like, don't know. There's people saying they've seen some demon called Sheds. I don't know. People saying like, you know, they've witnessed things like, or people saying like, someone put on there like, do you ever remember as a kid that you'd fly down the stairs from the top to the bottom and you wouldn't even hurt yourself? And I was like, fuck, yeah. And I was thinking, all people talking about sleep paralysis and things like that, and people saying that they were in car accidents and then they died for a few minutes, and or things like that. And they seen, you know, they were peaceful. They just felt they didn't feel anything but just utter peaceful acceptance of being dead. And I was like, oh shit. But the one about flying down the stairs, right? I remember when I was a kid, so we had stairs it was like steps here, and then around the corner bit, and then steps down.
Yeah. That's what we had.
I remember I used to run to the stairs, grab the banister, run, dive, grab the banister, and literally just be like, hoink myself down the stairs. Do you know what I mean? Like without touching the floor.
Yeah. I used to do that, and then land and slap your knees.
No, I never did it. Like I literally remember I used to run as well. I used to run and basically pretend I was on like a skateboard and basically grind down the stairs with my feet, holding onto the walls. I was thinking, I'd fucking snap my neck if I tried anything like that now.
Have you tried sliding down the stairs on your ass like you did when you were a kid? Have you done it lately?
No.
Just for shits and giggles. Man, does it hurt. You get about 3 steps and it's like, oh, that hurts. It fucking hurts your ass. How did we do it as a kid? We'd go top to bottom on that. All the way down.
But I was thinking, what have I seen anything? Have I seen anything that I can't explain? Or like, I have early memories as a kid that I can remember. I can remember like pretty significant things from being like young, and when I've said about it, and like people are like, I'm not sure, or you know, we've told you about that, or you know, I must have told you that years ago. So I have a lot of memories from when I was a kid, not bad ones or anything like that, but like I told you, we had this discussion before, but I remember I was scared a lot as a kid, scared of like my room, the dark.
Yeah.
Scared of the same old woman in a white dress. And I was like, I haven't seen anything though. I haven't seen anything. Obviously, you've seen some shit.
See, lots of shit.
Have you seen any? I probably asked you before, but have you seen anything that made the hairs on your neck stand up? Like, has anything properly, and I mean to the point where you're like, I've reached my limit?
No, not reached my limit. No, I still take everything. But seeing an old patient at Crispin's, with his gaunt face and his scraggly hair and old man just at the camera, well, at me from behind the camera, and then vanishing. That, for me, is the thing that will always be in my mind The fact that I saw this, what I believe to be a patient, you know, the way he acted, it was very true to form for the location, the asylum that we were in. So for me, it's sort of like 2 and 2 together, the two halves, the pieces fitted, the jigsaw puzzle, and that shit me up. But there's no way that I wouldn't want that happen again, like not to happen again. Obviously, I want it to happen more and more. There's no limit for me that I keep going. Whatever the scariest shit, bring it on.
Yeah, but you say that, but I remember you saying years ago that you felt really dark at one point in your life, where it was
yes,
darker than you probably ever felt in your life before.
Yeah, and I in a weird way, I take comfort from pain and negativity. I don't know why or how. It's like a comfort. Now, anyone listening can tell me a reason for that. Is it because I'm mental? I have issues. I have some sort of psychosis. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? You're trying to someone would try to label it as, oh, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, and maybe there is. I don't care though.
No, exactly. So you're not looking for a diagnosis. You're looking for more of a prognosis of why you're like that.
But when I'm feeling a bit low, I miss the darkness, if that makes sense. I sort of crave it to, I don't know, absorb the negativity from things, from occasions. Maybe that's why I like my job, not because of the funerals, but some funerals are sad, some are happy occasions, some haven't seen people for a long time, and families are reuniting and they're happy at the graveside. But obviously there is sadness there, and obviously we're not close to it because we let them have their space and their dignity, etc. But I don't know,
You're
in a
also
weird
doing
way,
a service though. You're also providing a service.
It's humbling for me every day. I don't know. It's hard to describe why I feel like this, and I don't know. Maybe it's because of since starting doing this, I have been damaged in some way. I don't know. I definitely don't think I'm normal, and that's not in a jokey way either. I do really think there's issues with me, but I'm happy. I never want to kill myself. I just like the comfort in sadness, I suppose. And I'd love for people to contact me and just tell me their thoughts, if that's normal, what they think that is, if they experience something the same. I don't know. It's difficult to talk about. Well, it's not difficult, but
it's not. It's only difficult if you don't want to talk about it. That's the only.
I'm happy to talk about it, and I'd love to go and get therapy. To be fair, because I think I need it, just for me to deal with my own issues.
But do you, as you just stated, do you want to deal with it?
No, I'd like to know, not to get rid of it because that's who I am really, but just some answers, like, you know, why I feel like this, why I like the dark side of life and the pain and suffering sometimes that not people go through, but the feeling that I can sort of get from them. I don't know. It's hard to. I know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, because the thing is,
I don't know.
Not everything that you do is, you know, not everything you do in your interest is dark. It's not like.
I know.
It's not
100%. No, it's not.
It's not like you like the sinister side of it.
No.
Like, or you know, it's not like you're like, you know, you're a fucking ripperologist or something like that. Like.
No.
But some people do. Some people, you know, they'll say, fucking Ted Bundy killed it. You know, like fucking that. Do you know when that Halloween?
Wanko for the documentary, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not me.
There was that when can't remember what Halloween it was, but it was Halloween when he was in a mental hospital, and he went to the guy, and the guy was like reciting dates of famous serial. It's not like you're that way.
Oh no.
You just feed better, probably. You probably operate better in sort of your own, I don't know, your own morbid state without you operate better because you understand it, maybe.
Yeah, and
Whereas
it makes
you probably don't understand happiness, but then I guess some people don't think they deserve happiness. Is different, or some people just feel like I'm not meant to be happy. But the thing is, you've got a good life, you know.
Yeah.
You're a good person. You're not a fucking, you're not an asshole. Like,
no.
To some people you might seem it, but you know, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck.
But do you know what I mean? You're not a fucking shit person, so it's not like you do bad things or you're a fucking thug or some shit like that. But you know, and you're happy with life itself. As much as I would know you, I would say you're happy with your life.
I am happy with life, and I like everyone to be happy and for everybody to be peaceful and loving to each other and no drama of anything. But then, like you say, that gets too much, and I just like to be enclosed within the sadness. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know how to explain it better than I have.
Do you feel like it's comfort? Do you feel like it's comfort to you because it's what you know?
Yeah, it is. It is a comfort. I'm happier when it's just like, oh yeah, again. You know, come on then. You know, I'm inviting the little negative bunny to the table. You know, and he's giving me a cuddle. Some weird shit.
Oh, you fucking tapped.
I am tapped.
Yeah, but you know. Oh no. Oh god, that is silly stuff. Don't stop it.
Now, for anybody watching that can see that, this is an original 1971 Fisher-Price chatter telephone that when you move him along, his eyes go up and down. Now, the reason I have this is because if anybody listening has been watching or listening to the Uncanny podcast with Danny Robbins, one of the most famous podcasts in the world about the paranormal, and there's TV series now as well. That was actually one of the episodes. I can't remember if it was first or second series, and the person had one of those, a little child, I think it was, and it kept ringing, even though it wasn't in the room, and it kept coming back to his room, if I remember the story right. And yeah, I got it for £1 off eBay, and it's an original 1971 Fisher-Price telephone.
You know, if it started ringing, you'd answer it, and it would be some woman from Liverpool asking you if you've been in an accident and it wasn't your fault.
Chicken.
It would. Yeah. It'd literally be, we're calling about your accident that you had 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them bastards will get in any. Them bastards will get in any fucking phone.
They'll find you eventually.
Oh, mate, I love it. I love it when I get a call. I've started fucking with them now. So I go here. I've got all different things where I will keep talking. I will keep on talking now.
Yeah.
Just to fuck. Oh, that's another pet peeve of mine.
They deserve to be fucked off.
I just talk. I talk all sorts of stuff, and I'll say, "Oh God, I'm gonna get the garden done. I'm gonna get the garden done this week, I think." And then I don't know whether to get the garden furniture out or not. Do you think I should? Is it garden furniture time? That just full on go on.
Yeah.
And I'll say to him, remember this list for me because I need to go and get it. Bin bags, gaffer tape, a shovel,
bit of rope.
and then I'll say, can you tell me what the third one was?
Yeah. And what's your name, by the way? Where do you live?
hate the fact of fuck. I hate them. I hate fucking cold callers.
Yeah. Evil bastards, aren't they?
I feel sorry for people. I feel sorry for young people that knock on my door and they're from Virgin Media, and I'm literally I answer the door and I'm either mid cooking or doing something, and I'm like, listen, because they just get told to no all day long, and they've just got to make a sale or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sorry, don't want it, don't need it, thank you, bye. And then they must hate knocking on doors. I'd hate to be a cold caller.
Yeah, probably one of the worst jobs, especially nowadays. No one answers the door. I never answer the door anymore, unless I know it is. Same with the phone. I never answer the phone if I don't know who you are.
Do you know what's really upset me though is I've seen a lot of videos on TikTok where a lot of takeaway drivers eat people's food. Like, say if you order a Chinese or and you've got a bag of chips and stuff, they'll eat food out of them.
They'll eat your chips, yeah.
Or a chicken ball, or something like that.
So you don't notice, yeah.
So you don't know. And then like, if I order a takeaway and that happened to like someone, you had a kebab and someone just started picking at it, I'll be like,
or they lick it while it's in the packet and then they just wrap it up and give it to you.
I was like, that's really upsetting. Like, people take a slice of pizza, when it's been pre-sliced, take a slice of pizza and push it back together. So they'll just push it together so it looks a bit smaller.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's really upsetting because someone's been at your pizza before you have. Now,
but you wouldn't know.
I know.
A lot of the time.
This is what I mean. But there's been loads of videos of people doing it, and I'm like,
free dinner.
I'm like, you're that's bad. That really upsets me. Because that's annoying. Do you know what when you have the other week, right? So we had I don't know if I told you, we had a new phone delivered. Did I tell you about it?
Possibly. House phone?
No, mobile. It was an upgrade.
I know you got a new phone a while ago.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't
Okay,
mine.
and you haven't then.
Wasn't my phone. But so we already told. Basically, there was an issue where the phone was ordered, but it came out as a new contract, not as an upgrade. So they said when it arrives at your door, reject it.
Yes.
Reject it, and then it'll come back as rejected, and we'll send you the upgrade.
Yeah.
And it was so when it was delivered, two people delivered it. One knocked on the door, and the other one, it was weird, right? So one was face on, and the other one was at the side of the wall. And he put the phone. He basically, when I said no, send it back, he put it to the other guy, and the other guy took it away from the Ring doorbell.
Okay.
So you couldn't see him do it. It was the way he handed it to him. I was like, that's shifty. I said, as soon as I rejected it, you passed it to the other guy, who's not on my Ring doorbell because he stood at the side of the house. All right, and I was like, no, that's shifty. So I purposely went, can I have it back? I want to take a photo. And I basically took a photo of them getting in the van with it.
Yeah, you have to.
Parcel thieves as well, that's another thing. Like, if you're a parcel thief, you just, I told you about what I did though, didn't I, at Christmas?
Not sure.
Oh, God. Right, so I put, because there was a notice on our town group that a lot of people have been going around stealing parcels at Christmas.
Yeah.
So I had a big Amazon box that I had delivered. Anyway, I filled it full of the smaller boxes, and I kept filling it until it was full, and it was quite heavy. Taped it all back up, right? Put it out the front of my house, right? And just left it there. Never got took. Surprisingly, no one ever took it.
They didn't take your recycling out.
I was waiting for it. I was like, please, somebody take it, because I'd love it if someone took it. And we'd be like, fuck's sake, load of cardboard boxes. But then they'd dispose of them, and all those parcels got my name on it. Then I'd get them for fucking fly tipping.
Or they'd bring it back and deliver it on your doorstep again.
Bring it back for me. I don't get it. Fucking parcel thief. Phone theft as well. That's massive now. Apparently that's on the rise again.
Yeah.
What can you do with a phone? You can pretty much disable a phone quite quickly. You can pretty much lock it down from not even being with it via a phone.
Yeah.
you ring your service provider and say, listen, my phone's been stolen, they can pretty much lock the device.
They shut it down from inside, don't they? Yeah.
So I don't understand phone theft.
Well, they do in Apple phones anyway. I don't know about Samsung how that works. To be fair, Android.
I guess same as you know when people go into a phone store and they start yanking the display phones.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
I'm like they're like demo phones.
They're not full editions.
Like they're not gonna work. You're not. They're not slip a SIM card in them and they'll work. They're basically demos. Like it's just I've seen. Oh God. I mean, obviously, crime in our local town's been pretty rife this week, hasn't it?
Don't know. Is it?
There's 2 stabbings this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched
at school, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of them was
in Kingsthorpe, no?
Yeah, one of them was I think one of them was in Kingsthorpe, and one of them was near Booth Lane College.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one. That's quite close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So 2 of them. And I'm just like, I watched the Idris Elba thing about knife crime.
Oh, I saw the start of that. Yeah, that looked quite good.
And then I was, obviously talking about knife crime and how it's on the rise and how these knives are basically, you can pick them up for a $5, some of them, or a tenner, and
Well, Amazon sell them.
Yeah, the zombie knife things. I think that's the not popular. It is popular, I guess, but that's
yeah.
And it was basically talking to some kids and just basically going, if you know everybody's carrying them, you're going to carry one because you don't want to be the one without one. And I'm like, I never had to process that. I never had to process that kind of mentality as a kid of carry a knife, and if you don't carry one, you'll be the one. Like, because they showed basically one of the stabbings that was on the TV show was a mistaken identity with basically a young lad, never been in any trouble, literally him and his mum, proper good lad, and it was just basically mistaken identity. He was on his way home and they thought it was him, wasn't the kid, but the other kid lived at the bottom of this kid's street, so the kid that it was intended for was fine. The one that nothing, didn't even know anything about what was going on, just took a knife from behind.
I don't think you would see me if that happened to my family for a long time. I don't know what I would do, to be fair, how I would act. I
guess nobody does, do they? Until you're put in that position physically.
But I think it's something to think about because, like you say, it's everywhere. It's round the corner from me. It could be round the corner from you, and it's don't go out at night. Go out with more than one person. Try and go everywhere in a car because
I just think
it's not a safe.
Is just. I think people. I don't know. People don't take it seriously enough. But when you've got, groups of young people with the life that they might have or they fall into, or because everything's filmed or you're socialized now, or and there's groups, and I guess it's same as a lot of other countries, same as America and schools and all that sort of stuff.
But they have guns, we have knives, But the thing is, it could all be stopped if the punishment from the judges was very strict. It's not strict.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no deterrent for it. If you give someone who stabbed someone 30 years in prison instead of 1.5, you'd be like, oh fuck. And then the next crime that's similar, it's like, wow, we can't do that anymore. I don't want to spend 30 years in prison.
I agree.
Give them life. You kill someone, that's it. You're done.
You're in prison.
America's like that.
So I seen there was one basically where there was an American judge one the other day, and they basically kept giving him. They kept reading out his sentences, and it was like 120 years plus another 60 plus another 60,
No chance of getting out. Yeah. Did he have big afro hair? He
Yeah,
had green like jumpsuit on.
And I
Saw
was
that
like,
today.
Why are they still reading them out? Like,
He's done on the
when
first one.
Surely when he heard 120 years, I mean, even now, I don't know. I suppose even if you're 30, right, and you hear the word 30 years, you'd be like, well, it's done. Like, but then, if they did, like you said, if they did that to knife crime, and I get when you're saying that people they should educate these kids and talk to them. But the problem is, it ain't about talking. It ain't about. They're not. These kids don't want to listen.
No.
Either some of these kids are carrying it because they feel like they have to carry it, or some of them are carrying it because they want a reputation for carrying it. The problem is, carrying it or not carrying it, or you're carrying it for self-defense or not, you use it one time, and when you do use it, it's a death sentence either side. That's how it should be. If you use it on somebody, right, there's a death sentence clearly either side.
Yes.
And I just feel like I think life should be for life for a life. You should. That would be it. But then if they did that on a lot of crimes, they went, listen, drugs and money, this number, this and this, killing somebody, life.
Yeah.
Problem
Nice
is
and set out, black and white.
Because you've got. The thing is with crime is you've got so many different. Like someone will threaten someone with a knife, steal their car, get caught in a high-speed pursuit, and they'll go, and you'll see it on police interceptors, and they'll go, this kid was caught with a knife, drugs, money, reckless driving, this, and they'll go, he was banned from driving for 2 years and an 18-month suspended sentence and £1,000 fine, and you're like, what?
No.
What?
How'd you get? That's what I'm saying. The judges are not, for whatever reason.
Is it the overcrowding? Because obviously they do say that these prisons are overcrowded, but would they be overcrowded?
No, they wouldn't.
Would they be overcrowded? Same as, these 18-year-olds. Some of them, or if you're under 18, or sort of between 14 and 18 or whatever, and they go to like youth offenders,
Juvie,
juvenile youth offenders. Some of them think it's like a badge of honour to do it. Some it's like it's your rite of passage that you went to this place. I don't know. I just. The thing is, people would talk to us and go, you know nothing about our life. And
no, we don't. We don't.
At first hand, I don't know anything about what it. I know what it's like to be deprived, and I know what it's like to have nothing, and looking, feel like the world's against you. I know all that shit. I don't know what it's like to carry a knife, or I don't know what it's like to, I don't know, fucking be out and on the roads, as they call it. But surely there's got to be another way. So there's got to be another way. Anyway, I mean, fucking hell, just spitballing it. But it was just something interesting that my quote of the day is, if you carry a knife, you're a fucking dickhead. Guys, thank you for joining us on another episode of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Hopefully I'll get a new tyre tomorrow and no one will smash Mickey's window again. But on that note, if you did smash Mickey's window, deuces and fuck off.
You bastard.
We know it was you. We know. It was you.